Alright, gamers. Welcome back into the stream. Okay. So, there's a few things I want to do today, but first of all, let's recap. At the end of the last stream, I was kind of just generally still working on my tools and armor, getting all my enchants done, with the trading hall here. And I actually made a lot of progress in it. I got a lot of really key enchantments. I got, like, Sharpness 5, I got, Protection 4, etc. You know, this is a very repetitive process. So I said at the end of that stream, I was going to do a whole bunch of work off camera, kind of get some things taken care of. So first of all, you may notice that my sword is now enchanted. I did a level 30 enchant, and I got lucky enough to the point where I got looting, which is phenomenal because that means I no longer need to go get a looting villager. Super happy about that because it's the only tool that you actually need looting on, so that's awesome. Side note on that, I went to the nether, if it wasn't clear by my inventory, because I just wanted to make sure that I'm not crazy and that there truly was no nether wart in either of the other two fortresses. So I went back to go look and see if I could hopefully find nether wart. I did not, but this was already having my sword enchanted. So I've got my looting 3 on it, which significantly raises the chance of wither skeleton skull drops. So I actually got 2 of them. And what's even crazier is I got them in a row. I got 2 wither skeleton skulls in a row. And I've got a screenshot of it that I'll flash up on screen here in a minute here. But I don't know if I've ever seen that happen. I mean, the chances are raised that you can get wither skeleton skulls with looting 3, but like not that much. They're still pretty rare. So the fact that I got 2 of them in a row was kind of shocking to me. But I am super happy about that. It does beg the question of whether or not I want to fight the wither before or after the dragon. Because I do have some pretty solid stuff now. I'm really starting to get there. My sword is really only missing, I think, Fire Aspect 2 and Sweeping Edge 3. And that's not going to help me in a wither fight anyway. So I'm considering it only because if I build a full tiered Haste 2 beacon, I can mine stone in the overworld as fast as I can mine netherrack in the nether with efficiency 5. That's the huge advantage to having efficiency 5 over efficiency 4, is when you're just regularly mining, there's no difference. But when you have that added effect of Haste 2, it is an instant break on stone, which allows you to get mass quantities of emeralds so fast. So it makes sense to get that before I finish doing all my armor and stuff, but I have to be confident enough that the wither won't kill me. And as of right now, I'm really not to that point, mostly because of this. My bow it's a regular bow. I can't do shit with that. We did get power 5 in the last stream, and we are only at, we are close to level 30, level 29. So I think starting off today, I may go grab, I may try and do a level 30 enchant on my bow, just to get that knocked out and see if we can get like a good bow template going. I think there's only 5 different enchants that you need on a bow, and we have most of them now. I have to go look back at my screenshots on a previous set of armor I've got, but I think we actually might be really close. You know what? I'm actually gonna check that right now. Okay, so the only thing I'm lacking on a bow is Punch 2, which I could potentially get from a level 30 enchant. So if I enchant my bow and I happen to get Punch 2, I would then have everything I need to put on a bow. So I think that probably is the best thing to do. Okay. I do just want to also talk about the other things that I finished up off camera. I did get Depth Strider. It's in book format right now. It's the trade-in that I did is still in the chest up here. And I actually also did get Fire Aspect too. But before I put that on my sword, I'm gonna wait until I have Sweeping Edge 3. Just because it'll be cheaper as far as levels go to put them on at the same time, instead of trying to put both of them on at separate points. It's just, it would be a massive waste of levels and therefore my time. So those were the last two things I did off camera. And I may address those later today, but the sword is mostly there. So let's go see about getting one more level here. I had been smelting a ton of copper like what I said I was going to do last time. And it's been really effective at, you know, getting me the last level I need in a situation where I'm like one level away or something. You know, I already took a lot of it out of here, so it's like, it's really only helpful when you have like full stacks worth of copper in here, like that. See, that just got me to level 30 right there. Probably should have took that out after. Okay. Well, I'm at level 30, so I'm gonna go back up, enchant my bow, and hopefully we get punch 2, because that's the only thing we need, and then we have a fully kitted out bow, which would be absolutely illustrious to have. We still have to buy all the books and stuff, but we would have everything at that point to justify, you know, buying it. Books. Bow infinity. See, we can't do that. I wonder. I think if I put a different bow in there, it may give me a different roll. So I'm gonna try that first before anything else happens. Let me put a different bow in here and see if it's willing to give me something else. If not, I'm gonna have to re-roll the enchant. Okay, shit. I didn't want that, but yeah. So we got to go back up 3 levels, which I did not want to have to do. And then I made a chest dedicated for copper. I actually forgot that I had this much raw copper just sitting in the chest, so I can go ahead and throw that in the furnaces downstairs, and hopefully that'll get me pretty close back to level 30. So I don't even have to really think about it all that hard. I'm wasting a ton of coal doing this, and it may be worth... There's a cool little design you can make with the dripstone spikes, where if you put lava above them, you can generate lava now. And lava, I think it's 1,000 blocks that it smelts. So if I'm smelting mass amounts of copper like this, it may be worth making a lava generator and putting that somewhere down here. I really have only used these 2 arrays of the furnaces so far, so I may swap out this wall because I think it would be way more useful to have a lava generator here, instead of it just being another blast furnace array. It would help out a lot. I think I will do that today. Oh, there was something else that I realized kind of at the end of the last stream. When I went down to, I only needed like 1 level, and I went back down to the zombie farm, just to get that 1 last level to do a level 30 enchant. I realized just how much rotten flesh was sitting in the output chest. Like, I've got a hopper under the kill chamber of it, and there's like maybe 12 stacks of rotten flesh in there. It would make a ton of sense for me right now to invest in a cleric villager, because when a cleric villager is maxed out, it is willing to trade you, I think it's 32 rotten flesh for an emerald. And now that I have looting on the sword, I'll be getting even more rotten flesh, and that's another source of emeralds that I really should explore. So I'm gonna make an extra brewing stand, and then one of the villagers, or at least one of the new ones that's in there, we are going to make that guy into a maxed out cleric. I was vaguely talking about it the last time, but I realized with the zombie farm how much better of an idea that would actually be, especially with looting now, because I can get just enough emeralds to at least, you know, or just another source of them. We are going to have to start moving guys very soon here. This is starting to get really crowded, and I'm starting to have not much of a choice to move them. So that's going to end up happening. Yeah, so he's one of the weird ones where he actually... The thing that you want him to trade is right there off the bat. So if I just go all the way down to the zombie farm, grab all of the rotten flesh and just trade it to him, I'm going to get a fat, good amount of emeralds from him, and I'm also going to level him up really fast. I forget what else clerics trade with you. I think it's like ores and ingots and stuff. I'm honestly not 100% sure. Because, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've actually made a cleric villager myself. When me and my friends play together, we typically have one around the base, just because somebody, you know, typically if we have a zombie spawner set up, we'll end up doing this exact thing. But I'm rarely the person who actually makes the cleric villager, just because it's something that I haven't really chosen to do in the past, but it makes perfect sense, just considering that this is literally right here. Yeah, there's tons of rotten flesh in here that is just untapped money. So while that happens, actually I already hear another baby villager somewhere. I'm gonna go mine more copper and stone. Actually, wait, I did just put a bunch of copper in the furnaces down here. So let me go check on those, see if that gives us back up to level 30, and then we could try a bow enchant again. Anything but infinity. And by that, I mean, I would really like punch 2, because we have everything else. Okay, please give me punch 2. That could give me punch 2. Power 4 on breaking 3. I don't need that. I don't need any of that. I have all that already. I can buy that. I need punch 2. Ah. I hate having to disenchant that, but it makes more sense for me to just keep trying my luck at a level 30 enchant right now. But now I'm kind of out of copper. Well, shit. That got me back up to level 29, but it's not enough. You know what? I actually want to do something real quick. I was thinking about it, and on my other worlds, what I typically end up doing in order to conserve inventory space, the absolute king of how you can maximize your inventory is the ender chest. And I say that because if you have a silk touch pick where you don't like smash the ender chest into a million pieces when you pick it up, you can just keep taking that with you. And eventually, when I get to the point of having shulker boxes, I can compact that even further and basically have everything I would ever need on me at any given moment just by having an ender chest. So what I think I want to do is I want to go get 8 obsidian. I want to make another Eye of Ender, which it's been a minute since I've said that, and I want to make an ender chest just to keep on me so I can put stuff away just for convenience sake. It would make, I think, my life a whole lot easier. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to make 2 of them. Just so there's one back at the base, and there's also one that I can take with me at any given point. If I remember correctly, there's still some lava left over in this hotspot that I've been periodically draining whenever I need obsidian. Yeah, and I think there's still some lava behind this wall here. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be enough. May have actually drained the most of this, so I may need to go find another lava pocket. But for now, we'll need 16 obsidian, so we'll just see what we get. Oh my god. Mining this with efficiency 5, and the last time I was down here, we didn't have efficiency at all yet. It took forever to get the pieces of obsidian we needed for whatever I was working on the last time. So much faster. I always forget that obsidian isn't, like, terrible to mine after this point. Yeah, that's the last piece of lava in this hotspot, so I'm gonna have to go find another lava spot somewhere. Not actually sure where else I've seen lava on this world. It's been a minute, but my guess is if I just search the cave long enough, I'll be able to find some extra lava real easy. It did take me, oh, okay, perfect. That's probably, it's only 5 pieces, but I think that's, I only need 16, so I only need 3 more of these, so that's awesome. And then I need to go make 2 Eyes of Ender. And when I was in the Nether off camera, I did get some extra blaze rods, so I'll just go get one of those. Ooh. Oh, crap. I wasn't even thinking about it, but I would need to go get 2 more ender pearls, which that was a bitch to do when we were like actively looking for them. I don't think there's any chance that I have ender pearls in my mob drops chest. I'm gonna check just really quick to make sure I don't have any, but I may have to put this ender chest project on pause until we come across some endermen. It is. And do we have any ender pearls? We do not. That sucks. I had a little bit cooking in there, and I'm actually like right on the cusp of being at level 30, so that might have been just enough to push it over the edge. So let me go take a look at that real quick. Yep, I was right. Got a good feel for these things. Okay. Come on. Punch 2. Ooh! Oh my god, that's actually a great bow, but that's huge, because that means our bow, all we have to do now is we have to go buy the remaining books that we need. So we have, actually I already have a Power 5 book in here. So enchanting, we have Flame, Power 5. I need to go buy a Mending book, and then I think this is done. Super glad that we got Unbreaking 3, because that just saves me a little bit more money. So take the remaining emeralds here, 35. I should just have to go buy Mending, which I think was like 32 or something. Okay, now I have to remember which one of these guys is Mending, because this room is a mess and it's beginning to be a giant problem. 5. Oh, Mending, okay. 26, okay, it's less than I thought it was. You know what, I think I hit him when I initially locked that in. He's not mad at me, but... Alright, this is gonna take basically the remaining levels to do this, but... Well, it might not. It might be cheaper than I expect because of the fact we already have Unbreaking 3 on it, so... Let's see. Power 5 and Mending together. Take that, put it on the bow. Then take Flame, put it on the bow. And now we have a fully kitted out bow. That is the most powerful bow you can make in the game. And it's a formidable weapon. On most overworld mobs, it is a one-shot kill. So I'm super, super happy that that's all done and out of the way. We have Fire Aspect 2 sitting up at the chest there. So we need to prioritize getting Sweeping Edge 3. That one, I don't even think I've seen that once when I've been rolling my enchants. So let's see. Let's see. I hear him. I don't see him. Is he still up there? But once the guy that's in here grows up, I'm going to try and see if I can get Sweeping Edge 3 on him. And clearly I need more emeralds to make that happen. So I'm going to go back down to the cave, grab a bunch of stone, trade what I can, and then hopefully by the time I come back up, he will have grown up and then I can lock him in. Trying to think about what else I need, because a lot of the like big enchants that I need are actually already out of the way. I need Sweeping Edge 3, which is the last thing for the sword. Ooh, I still need Efficiency. That's weird that I haven't seen it by now, because even though Efficiency is one of those like big ticket items, it's one that I feel like I see pretty commonly, at least Efficiency 4. But for whatever reason, I've seen it barely at all when I've been rolling the enchants. So that will also, if we see that before Sweeping Edge 3, we have to lock that one in, because there's still so many of our tools and stuff that actually need it. Thinking about it now, there's only 2 more things Actually, 3 more. There's 3 more items I have that I need to do level 30 enchants on. My axe, my boots, and then optionally, my diamond hoe, which I probably will not end up doing. That if I end up doing that, that'll be an off-camera item that I do on my own time, because doing anything beyond an iron hoe is stupid. But sometimes I like to do it for the funny. You know what I may end up using this room for? I was saying I may repurpose it into something, because it's a giant open area that, you know, feels like it could have a good, you know, potential use. I may not use it for anything useful, but what I may do with it is, I might fight the Wither in here, because it's so much farther down below my stuff, and it also keeps him confined, so he has less places to go. So if I end up fighting a Wither, it might be in this room here, but I really have to think about it, because I'm not even sure if I'm gonna fight the Wither anytime soon here. We really need to work on our boots a lot too. Now that the bow is done and out of the way, which I'm super happy about, the boots I think would probably be the next biggest priority. I would still love to get efficiency here, but oh my god, there's just so much that we need on the boots. Actually, I'm gonna pull up in a second here what I need on those. Yeah, oh my god. I won't even be able to get all that. I think there's 7 things that I need on the boots. One of them is soul speed, which you have to go to a bastion to get that, or you can do piglin trading. But I think you can only get soul speed 3 on its own, like already pre-made from a bastion. I could combine 2 soul speed 2 books, but at that point my armor might be too expensive to upgrade, so I wouldn't really want to do that. I have everything else, I think. Section 4, Feather Falling 4, I don't need that because I got a book already. Soul Speed 3, I don't have that. Depth Strider 3, I do have that. Thorns 3, I've got that. Unbreaking 3, I've got that. Mending. Do I have everything for boots? I guess I do. With the exception of Soul Speed 3, I have everything to complete my boots. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prioritize doing another level 30 enchant, and then see about making my boots, because I already have like a base pair sitting up there that I can combine with another level 30 enchanted boot. And then I'm also going to make that dripstone lava generator. That's kind of important, so. Yeah. This back wall, we're going to swap this out with a dripstone lava generator. I think it would just serve us really well in the long run, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the lava is going to go behind here in this open slot I'm carving, the second block back there. Then I'll have to fill that in. The dripstone goes here. I'll probably end up making this look a little nicer. Yeah. And then the cauldrons are all going to go there. And then that will give me 3 buckets of lava at a time. It does take a while, but by the time I actually need them all, they'll be full again. Then 3 buckets of lava. That's gonna suck to do, because I have to think real hard about the last time I saw lava in a different spot. I would hope. I only need the 3 buckets. I don't need any more than that. Ooh, there's an Enderman. Okay. There's a lot of other mobs around here right now, but we are a lot more protected than we have been previously. In fact, I don't even feel the need to like make an Enderman safety tower anymore, so I'm just gonna look at him. Okay, here he comes. Okay, come on. Okay, you're doing a lot of damage. Oh, he dropped 2 though. Oh, he dropped 4. What the fuck is that? I've only ever seen them drop 2 at most. What is that? That's insanity. Now I've got 2 extra ender pearls I don't even know what to do with, but that's awesome because I can do the ender chest thing. So I'm gonna do that real quick before I go look for lava. He got me a little low there. So maybe I'm not as free to kill endermen as I'd like to be yet. Cool, okay. And there's a perfect spot for it right there. Then I will just keep that in the corner. So really important stuff will go in here. I don't need my diamond hoe on me all the time. And it's basically on me all the time as long as it's in my ender chest. My milk bucket, that's kind of good to keep on me, but I don't necessarily need in my immediate inventory. I really should keep looking for more diamonds. It's hard to want to do that though when I know that I don't need any more for my immediate armor. But as soon as I start making netherite, you know, now that you need an upgrade template for it, and I think it takes 7 diamonds per upgrade template to like duplicate them. You know, oh, that's right. You need to get those from bastions too. Forgot about that. So I've actually got 2 big reasons I would need to go to Bastion. I need to go there for soul speed, and then I'd also need to go there for the other thing I just said. The netherite upgrade template. That's right. I'm just going to fill it back with stone for now, but I would prefer to keep it decorative with the rest of the stuff. 1, 2... 3. That should be 3 source blocks above this. I'm gonna burn if I get too close to that for now. And then that will periodically drip over time into this set of cauldrons right here, and those will end up filling with lava constantly, which is awesome because then I can just immediately take those and put them into these furnaces when I'm smelting my copper. Just buy this and just combine 2 of them. I only need 1 more thing on the sword. I hate doing this, but I don't know if I'm willing to wait all that long right now. So I need to go get... I can't believe I just did that. That feels fucking stupid, but I think... I mean, I won't need to spend any more levels again. For a sword after putting that on there, so it may get a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna buy 2 of those books and just combine them together, and then I can put that 1 book all combined onto the sword. It might be a little bit of an expensive anvil transaction, but you know, I don't really care that much at this point. Then thinking about it, I think the last big one I need is going to be efficiency, and then I might have basically everything. Okay, anvil. Sweeping edge 2 on sweeping edge 2, that costs 6, but what if I put it on the fire aspect 2 book that I have first? Will that make it cheaper? That does bring it down to 4. Combine these, brings it to 7, 11. What if I do this? 12, 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to combine this first. 11, 7. 16 levels. I need 16 levels to finish out my diamond sword. And that's fine. It's a little bit more expensive than I would have liked it to have been, but it's nothing that I can't do all within this stream here. And let me go ahead and pull out the copper that I got. That'll get me pretty close, I would hope. And is there a lava bucket left? There is. Awesome. And so now I can just keep smelting copper real quick. There's 15. See, okay, this was a good idea. That got me all the way up to 16, and it's going to take all of my levels to do this, but I will have at that point completed my sword, which is huge. That's a huge step in the overall progress here. So sweeping edge 3, fire aspect 2, there we go. we now have a completed diamond sword. Both of the 2 primary weapons that we need for the rest of this playthrough are done. So I've got 7 out of 7 enchants, and we've got our 5 out of 5 on the bow. I'll end up naming these items later. I kind of want to like go consult some of my old worlds and see some of the funny names that I have on them. I'll probably end up recycling some of my best ones, so I'm sure you'll notice throughout the next few streams. But the fact that the sword got done today and the bow, that is huge, and I'm super happy about it. Do you know what's even crazier about that? These 2 remaining books I have, I still have a stack and a half in this chest. I only need 1 more enchant, and that's efficiency 4 and 5. After that, I'm basically done. I don't think there's anything else that I actually need besides efficiency 4 or 5. So I think for the rest of this stream here, I'm gonna prioritize trying to lock that in, because there's truthfully nothing else I can be doing. Everything else I'm just gonna have to buy. My boots, I do need to do a level 30 enchant, but that's not happening this stream. I have no XP. I think I'll end this when I get efficiency 4 or 5 on a villager, and at that point I'll call it. Punch 2 again. Couldn't find punch 2 at all before, and now I'm getting it all the time. Smite 4, we'll never touch that. Efficiency 5! Oh my god! 46 emeralds? That's a lot, but I'd rather lock that in because it's the first time I've seen anything higher than efficiency 3, I'm pretty sure. So let me go see how many emeralds we have. We definitely don't have enough, but ideally we'll be able to lock it in by the end of the stream. So let's see. 46 emeralds, we have 10. So I need to go fill up on stone. And you know what? I'm going to take what I have in here too. Sharpness, efficiency 5. Locked in. Oh my god. That took forever, but that being said, I think we're done with everything. I don't think I need any more enchantments. Huh. It's definitely the most efficient I've ever made a full amount of all the villagers that I need. I guess I mean, I'm still gonna have to buy some more books for them for like some of my other tools, but wow. Let's actually see how much we get from this. Oh, okay. So I've got efficiency 5. What do I want to put that on? I can only put that on my shovel, my axe, and my other pickaxe. So let's just see if I can put it on my other pickaxe while I'm sitting here. It actually is only going to take 6. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, in that case, I will see you guys in the next one.